She gripped her pen and tried to scribble notes, but her fingers trembled, the words on the page dissolving into shaky light. Her vision blurred, in and out of focus. Black dots swimming across her notebook. A bed of sweats rolled down her temple, even her body shivered. Hey, are you okay? Whispered Yuna, leaning close. She forced a weak smile. Yeah, just tired. Her voice cracked, betraying her. Minutes dragged on like hours. The sound of chalk against the pot became unbearable. A shriek escaped that stabbed through her headache. She pressed her palm against her forehead, hoping the pressure would steady her spinning head. Soon lecture ended, and he lay from class without thinking too much about weird behavior of wine. She tried to sit straight, to look attentive, but her body betrayed her. The room tilted violently. Her pen slipped from her hand. A gasp escaped her lips. She stood as if to leave, but her knee buckled before she could take a step. The entire class fell silent as her body crumbled to the floor with a soft thud. Desk scarped, chair rattled, voice rose in alarm. Yuna and Joy knelt beside her, shaking shoulder. Why? Why? JK in his office when a teacher approached him for some help. Teacher, if you don't mind, would you help me with this file, Professor? Of course. JK followed him to his office when his eyes stuck on beautiful painting. He's admiring it when he saw another more few sketch and painting. Suddenly a old trembling voice caught his attention, saying something about that paintings and sketches. I love to collect painting and sketches, and the most beautiful thing is all the paintings and sketch you see here are made by our students. Seriously, I can't believe that. These paintings are not made by any popular artist. Can you tell me about these two paintings? I mean, the student who made this masterpiece. I'm, if I'm not wrong, it made by Vine, Kim Vine. Hearing Vine's name, J.K. frowned his brows in confusion and asked Professor, are you sure, Professor? Yes, Professor. 50% of the painting present here are made by Vine. And you see this trophy she win for our university. She is very talented kid. If she get proper guidance, she will be world's one of the best artists. Jackie can't believe he's here, but he knew if Professor is praising her for her hard work, then she will be definitely so good in that. After completing work on Professor files, Jackie's eyes diverted towards his wristwatch. It's time student leave for their home. I will wait for Ryan in the car. She is upset because of me. I will take her on dinner date. She loves food and I know she likes. He waited for half an hour in the car, but she didn't show up and he realized that Ryan already leave for home in bus. He waited for her half an hour in the car, but she didn't show up and he realized Ryan already leave for her home in bus. But he drove from there in high speed to reach home quickly. His heart is aching, thinking about how he insulted her in front of everyone. JK entered in the house calling for wine, but he didn't get any response. Then one of maid informed him that she didn't come yet. He quickly moved to her room and started searching for something impatient. Then he saw Vine's trolley of whole appliance of his art. He picked a thick book and opened it. His eyes widened in amaze, his lips parted a little, seeing sketching and painting in it. Jackie is so talented and now Jackie waiting for her like impatient should talk to her, want to ask her for apology. His eye darted on the clock again and again. He is practicing in his mind how to start conversation with Vine. his mind showing him again and again what, what he does, how he treat her, not only at the home but at university. But it's 8 p.m. and she didn't come back from university. He decided to call her to know did she again go with Joy. Before he think much, his phone rings track him to the reality. Mom. He picked up the phone. Here is mom, serious tone. JK, where is Ryan? Mom, she didn't come back from university. I think she go on shopping with her friends. Which did she tell you? No. Then how can you say that? You careless brat. I told you to take care of your wife and you send her to her parents' house and she gets sick. Yes, she has high fever and she fell in the class in her classroom due to dizziness. What? How did I not know all this? That's what I'm asking you. If she has high fever, then why you let her go to the university on first place? Why you didn't stop her and stay with her at home? Mom, I'm going to Vine's parents' house. I will call you later. You better. JK rushed towards Vine's parents' house. Vine sit on the couch, wrapped in blanket, sipping soup from her cup, and her mom sat beside her, checking her fever. Sweetie, why did you go university when you are not feeling well? Thank God your friend bring you home. Now you will stay here until you get mom. I'm sorry to bother you. Actually, they don't know I am married. That's why they bring me here. After finishing this soup, I will go. At least that house is not feeling like case. What are you saying, Vine? Mom, stop acting. This time, Vine tones is little rude and words are harsh to her mother. After you married me to JK, did you and Dad call me even one time to know how I was? I was happy or not? How my married life is going? It's feel like you just throw your responsibility and now you don't bother even if I am alive or not. Vine said all of this in one breath, but a hard, rough voice interrupted her. You ungrateful brat. How dare you to say all these things? Have you forgotten that I raise you? I provide you all the things for your survival. This comfortable life, food, home, your study, everything. And after all this, you get nerves to talk all this nonsense. And why you came here without your husband? Yes, Dad. You give me all the things, your name, this house, food, clothes, but you never give me father love. From childhood, I'm looking at you for little bit love. Even you talk to me nicely, it's enough for me. But you never looked at me like your child. It's is this not my home, Dad? Why I need my husband to come here? You give me everything because you bring me in this world. If you don't love me, then why, Dad? Why you both brought me in this world? Why you and mom don't abort me when I was in mom's womb? After hearing it from Ryan, her father anger rise, his blood now boiling, and his hand rise in high to give her punishment to talk to him like that, to show him reality. Ryan, how dare you? But a strong, deep, husky voice stopped his hand in the middle air. Don't you dare mistake him. I never give anyone permission to even touch my wife. Ryan eyes widen after hearing it from JK. JK slowly come towards them, his eyes staring at Mr. Kim like he will pierce his soul from his eyes only. If you want respect from me, you have to respect my wife too. Don't forget now she is not only your daughter, but the daughter-in-law of Gion's family. Think twice before you say anything to her. Mr. Kim start to apologize to JK with very polite way he can. But now JK has turned towards Vine, her pale skin, trembling lips enough to make his regret more deep. Let's go, Vine, to our home. He hold her from both sides with his hand, both hand giving her full support, and walked towards the car. Whole ride was silent when Ryan tried to bake it, thinking JK is angry, knowing she was at her parents' house. But JK minds become battlefield. How can someone treat her own daughter like this? I was thinking Mr. King spoiled her by his love, but I was wrong. I was wrong in everything related to wine. She was already struggling with her trauma, and I. But wine, slow voice break his chain of thoughts. Actually, I don't want to come here, but my friends bought me. They don't know I'm married. Her voice still trembling from the lack of energy. Shh. We will talk later. First, we go to hospital. After coming from hospital, JK helped her to go in her room, but Wine struggling to climb the stairs when JK carried her in his arm with one arm supporting her back and the other under her knees. His act make Wine confused. You don't have to act like husband. No one is here. I'm your husband, and that's fact. No one can change it. He said with straight face without looking at her, which make one think that he was beating her, and that's the reason behind his generous act. He carried her gently in his arm, his whole firm yet tender, as if she were the most fragile thing in the world. The soft rhythm of his heartbeat close to her ear, steady and protective. When he placed her carefully onto the bed, his movements slow, almost reluctant to let go. But in the delicate pose, as he leaned closer, his lip pressed against hers and unplanned, letting touch at sudden send a sudden warmth racing through both of them. Her eyes widened, his breath caught, and for a heartbeat, the world still. A sigh silence settled between them, but their cheeks betrayed them, flushed with a warmth neither could hide. He quickly locked away his usual confidence, flattery. Elsie lowered her gaze, her fingers curling against the seat to steady her fluttering hearts, yet the unspoken spark lingered, waving something new and fragile between them, more powerful than either dared admit. To break this silence, Ike looked at her, his left parted to say something, but he lowered his gaze. Actually, I want to say sorry, Wine. I know I made a big mistake. I judge you every time without knowing anything. I insult you in front of everyone without thinking how it will affect you. I thought you are a spoiled child who think money can do everything. That's why you are not paying attention in study. Everything I thought about you is completely wrong. A sigh silence settled between them, but their cheeks betrayed them, flushed with a warmth neither could hide. He quickly locked away his usual confidence, flattery. Elsie lowered her gaze, her fingers curling against the seat to steady her fluttering hearts, yet the unspoken spark lingered, waving something new and fragile between them, more powerful than either dared admit. To break this silence, Ike looked at her, his left parted to say something, but he lowered his gaze. Actually, I want to say sorry, Wine. I know I made a big mistake. I judge you every time without knowing anything. I insult you in front of everyone without thinking how it will affect you. I thought you are a spoiled child who think money can do everything. That's why you are not paying attention in study. Everything I thought about you is completely wrong. It's okay, Ryan. Whatever you decide, I will accept it with my open heart. You need to take rest. I bring you dinner. After 30 minutes, he can bring light dinner for Ryan. See, I bring your favorite soup for you. If you want anything else, tell me. Ryan looked confused but didn't say anything. Jake sat next to her to feed her. I can. I know you can, but let me do it for you. It feels strange, this treatment from him. Is he really sorry for his behavior or just after Agnes finished her dinner? Jackie leave room with plates when maid entered in the room to ask her about her health. Ma'am, how are you feeling now? Little better. By the way, thank you for the soup. I like it. Oh, I didn't need that soup. It was safe, Mr. Gio. Yes, I was surprised to seeing him in the kitchen. I never see him enter in the kitchen even to take glass of water. You are so lucky, ma'am. Okay, now I take my leave. Because of medicine, Ryan drifted into sleep as soon as she lay down on the bed thinking about J.K.'s behavior. J.K. come back in the room, sit beside Ryan and admire her sleepy face. Too innocent but not calm, not relief. It feel even in her sleep. She is struggling in her battle. In the early morning, her eyes open with little discomfort in her neck. She opened her eyes slowly, seeing the most wonderful view in front of her. Jackie's face is inches away from her. Her head is resting on his hand. His baby face looked more cute in his sleep. How can God give this beautiful, cute, handsome face to a man who carry a heart in which no place of love and understanding? This is unfair. For a good second, Vine stared at this face, but she gets shocked when his voice interrupted her. Why are you staring at me, Vine? And a strong arm she feel on her waist, pulling her towards himself, more close to him. Sleep, you need rest. Eyes are still closed. How he know that I'm staring at him? But why I feeling good in this way? Slowly she drift into sleep again. Wine, dear, she raised her head with love to up, wake up, dear, wake up and eat something. You need to take medicine on time. Wine wake up, hearing sweet and voice from her mother-in-law. A small smile and little relief spread on her face. She get up from bed and straight hug her tightly. I miss you, mom. Her eyes quickly fill with water. And Mrs. John noticed it. Why are you crying? What happened? It because of JK? Tell me. No, no, mom. Don't need to scare of him. Tell me and I will take his class. They both start laughing. I'm missing this moment. I made my mind to come here as soon as possible after hearing you are not well. Are you feeling good, bye? Yes, ma'am. They are talking when he knocked on the door. Jake is standing there folding his hand on his chest. If you both are done, come downstairs. Breakfast is ready. As soon as Vine looked at him, last night reflected in her mind and embarrassment took place on her face. What he's thinking about me. You. After they finished breakfast, Vine come back in her bedroom and Jake followed like lost puppy. Here, your medicine and glass of water. And I want to say something. I think he wants to talk about last night before he thinks something else. I should clear everything. Me too, actually, before you say something and I assume something else. I was not in my right mind because of medicine and did not. But wait, what are you doing at night? Why you hold me by my waist? And what are you doing on my bed without my permission? Actually, you were shivering and mumbling something in your sleep. I thought you were dreaming something bad. I just sat beside you to hold your hand, and I don't know when I fall asleep besides you. I'm sorry if you do not like it. It's okay. But what you want to talk about? Yes, I applied for leave for few days on behalf of you in the university, and I also take leave. So, but why? You mean you have some work? That's why you are taking leave right now. No, I will take care of you till you feel fine like before, and we will go on real trip too. Me and you only. It's make one blush, but before he noticed, he hid it perfectly. But my study, it's okay. I will help you in that. JK take pause and looked at her. Fine, I know. I made mistakes, but I promise you from now I will try to be perfect husband for you. You will never feel cry for warmth of love. I'm sorry, my little angel, for everything. Before Vine say anything, Jackie come forward, take her hand in his. Reach. For a moment her words stopped. Her thoughts vanished. She only heard heartbeat of him, which is faster than the usual. But why break that moment and looked at him? His eyes. Actually, I want to confess something. I was not ready for this marriage. I didn't want to get married until I achieve my goals. Her eyes waiting for reply, but thinking maybe after hearing this, he want to break this marriage. It's complicated. His expression is serious. He leave her hand and walked away and sat on the edge of the bed. Looked at her, eyes filled with disappointment. So tell me how many years I have to wait? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Fine, I will wait for you, even if I have to wait my whole life.